To achieve my gradient brows that I do, I like to use MAC's Fluidline Brow Gel Cream in Dirty Blonde. And we only use 3 brushes. I use the spooly in MAC's 204, a stiff shading brush, MAC 214, and a brow brush, which is 208. To begin with, I like to brush out my brows by using the spooly, and I just like to brush it upwards, but when I get to the second half of my brows, I just like to brush it downwards in the direction it grows in. And then using Neutrogena's concealer with the MAC 214, which is the stiff shading brush, I like to use this to outline my brows. Right now I'm just finding it. But I like to use this to dip into the concealer and then just outline the arch of your brows, but just the lower half. You don't do the top yet until you fill it in. And for now I'm just filling in the bottom. Now using the brow gel, I'm going to go in with the brow brush, the 208 brush, and I'm just going to dab it in because you don't need that much product. And you're just going to leave the inner third alone, and you're just going to fill in the rest of your brows. And what I do is I like to just fill my brows and then lightly flick it at the end for the tail of my brows, just because I kind of like that faded look and I don't want it to be too defined at the tail. Now loosening the grip on your brush, you're going to want to fill in the gradient by lightly flicking up and flicking back into the part which you've already filled in. And by doing this, if you keep a light hand, you will be able to achieve the gradient brow that you want. After you're done filling in your brows, you're going to go back into the concealer with the stiff shading brush, and you're going to now outline the top of your brows. By doing this, you'll be cleaning up any messes you might have made going outside the hairs of your brows, or if you had overdone it, or if you made your brows slightly uneven like I did with my other brow, then you'll be able to go back and fix it. But when you fix it, you want to slowly just erase it away with the concealer, because if you kind of rush it, and you might accidentally end up brushing too much of the brows away and it'll be way too even. Then you have to go back and fill it in, and you might just go through the annoying process of just going back and forth, being obsessed with getting it perfect, which drives me absolutely insane. But if you do it right, you should be able to achieve your gradient brows. And I like to do this because it just also makes your brows that much more dramatic, and I love my brows to be super arched and dramatic. So this is how I do my brows.